The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.
Hi, I'm Donna Britt.
And I'm Andre Morrow. Usually what is said at a press conference makes news.
Sometimes what is not said can make news too. Our Greg Merriweather asked Governor Bobby Jindal when he planned to visit the people dealing firsthand with the sinkhole in Assumption Parish. Did the governor dodge him?
Some of the people living near the sinkhole in the Bayou Corn Assumption Parish area have been wondering when Governor Bobby Jindal would visit the area and meet with them to see firsthand exactly what they're going through. One of the first requests came live on our air back in late September of last year.
And we also request that Governor Jindal visit our community and address the residents.
Today, during a press conference, I asked Governor Jindal when he planned to go to the sinkhole. I would eventually have to ask the governor 3 times. You be the judge if he ever answers the question.
Governor, off topic on the situation with the sinkhole, Bayou Corn, Assumption Parish. The folks out there would like to know when they might be able to see you in person next.
A couple of things. We get constant updates. I've directed state police, wildlife fisheries, DEQ, DNR, and several other agencies to make sure we're doing everything possible to hold Texas Brine accountable, to make sure we're helping the homeowners and other residents of that community. I know it's been a long, frustrating process. We'll continue to do that. The state's going to continue to do everything we can to make sure that the folks there are properly compensated, treated fairly, and we hold the responsible party responsible for the damages that have been caused to their homes and their community.
Do you have any plans to go down there in person?
Again, we'll continue to work with those agencies to make sure that we hold the company accountable, and we make sure that we make the situation right. We make sure that Texas Brine does what they're obligated to do under their permits, under state law, to compensate those folks.
Do you have any plans to go down there in person? Just a simple answer.
Look, again, we'll continue to work with those agencies. We'll continue to work with local officials and those agencies to make sure that people are compensated, make sure we hold Texas Brine accountable, make sure under their permit and their law and state law, they do what they're required to do to help compensate folks whose property's been damaged, who've been inconvenienced. And again, we're going to continue to do everything we can to make sure that happens.
Now, at this point, the press secretary cuts us off and calls for another reporter to ask a question, Mike Hastings.
Mike Hastings.
Well, the problem is reporter Mike Hastings isn't even standing right there. And so another reporter starts to ask a question. Then Mike Hastings steps back into the room.
All right. Well, Mike, I'm sorry. Mike, do you have a question or?
I think they're just trying to shut me up.
It turns out Mike Hastings didn't even have a question.
Look, you keep asking a question if you want. I'll keep answering your question if you want. In terms of the signal that sends, look.
The governor then politely moves on, talking about economic development. I'm Greg Merriweather, WAFB 9 News.
Did he answer the question? Residents are invited to an informational meeting at the American Legion Hall in Pier Park Saturday. It's Saturday afternoon from 4 to 6.